Welcome back. You can see we are not in Sarin County because we have a new update. Since the Bridges and Piers update's getting pushed out a little bit more, we got kind of a mini update of just some bridges and keys. And actually, well, also piers, but I think they're going to add more in the actual full release when that comes out later on this year. And then also some minor tweaks. So we have some new stuff to take a look at. Actually, let's go to this first. Not that one. Oh, yeah, it is right here. So we have narrow wooden leisure pier, medium wooden leisure pier, wide wooden leisure pier, narrow quay with pedestrian path, narrow quay. So we have two different types of pedestrian. Okay, let's take a look at these. It does like to snap there, which looks pretty good. Oh, actually, whoa, hold up. Is this a feature? So I know in Sea Skylines 1, it would just kind of sit wherever the land was, and it wouldn't actually meet up the water nicely. And I think that does a pretty good job. Meet up the water right there. Let me see. Do we have anything on the coast? Not particularly. So we have that one. We come over here. We look. We upgrade this. Boom, boom. Up there. Does that not like to be upgraded? And then we got that style. Ooh. Look at how fancy that is. Nice and fancy. I feel like this would fit nicely in our city. This would be a great fit in our city. Oh, game be a little jumpy there. Okay, so we have these. So let's get rid of these real quick. And then we got some roads. Let's watch it. Well, before that, we got some piers. Actually, I forgot about the piers. Can't forget about the piers. We got narrow pier. We got medium pier. We got wide pier. Joe. So got a nice little narrow pier, which I feel like, again, I think this would be nice in our cities. Connects up nicely to those. We got our medium with some benches. There's like one bench there. Little benches. Our long one, our wide one. Actually, I'm curious. If I grab, we can make like a little end here. Oh yes, we can. Would you look at that? Actually, if I connect the big one to a small one. Oh. Interesting. Okay. And then we connect. Actually, no, we don't connect. We make a wide pier. Wide pier. Look at that. Should I go from like a wide pier down to a tiny pier? Tiny pier. Can I do a second tiny pier? I can. Ooh. We could do some interesting stuff. Maybe. I don't know. Interesting stuff. Ooh, but other question. Can I put stuff on this? Do we have any props? What do we got? Ooh. No, because it's not really going on the surface. It's going in the water. But question: if I put it here, and I move it? Ooh. I think that works. I think that kind of works. We can throw some props on this. Whoa. You just kind of got to place it on the land and then move it over. So we can decorate some of this stuff, which I think would be really cool. If I could find some decent stuff to decorate. Ooh, we can add vending machine. Like, a land, please. Land. And then I grab this. I thank you. Actually, we just kind of bloop. We got a vending machine on our pier. Boom. Cool stuff. Cool stuff is happening. Also, there's a little diversity, but just ignore all vending machines. Well, actually, that's like I would call it as a claw machine. Why call it vending machine? It's a claw machine. I don't need to make sure that quickly. So they're just that. Yeah, I feel like just digging through some of this stuff. Actually, how do the decals go on this? Why are they just a similar thing for decals? Plants. Ooh, plants could be nice. It would just be it would be very annoying. Oh, it is very annoying. I'll call it very annoying to actually have to go through all this work just to do that stuff. So that's all the pedestrian side. So next we got the roads. So first off, let's go back here. We got the medium key with two-way road, which looks like the first key, right? A little bit higher off the ground. Actually, I don't know why that's so high. I'd probably move that down a little bit. It's like her that height, not this height. So I gotta have these. You can just shim height edge that. Boom. Like you the shim height edge that. Boom. Boom. Look at that. I think the similar thing is I can make you grass. I can grass, and tree. Oh yeah. This will be fantastic inside our main city once we get there. And actually curious about how these line up. Okay, so we get like a little crossing there. Oh yeah. I feel like this will be fantastic in the city. We don't have like boats. Oh, actually, do we have boats? I think we just got like the big boat. Ship. Then we got cargo ship. We got cargo. Oh. The game does not like that. Game's mad at me. Also, underground apparently. Underwater, I mean not underground. Why are you underwater? Can I make you that height? Okay, maybe not that height. Maybe we're just gonna bloop 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 bloop. Bloop 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 bloop. We got boat. We got giant boat, but we got boat. Ooh, city's kind of falling apart. Ignore all the problems. Just ignore the problems. I feel like I kind of wish the update will actually have more boats, but we'll see when the update comes. It's called beer. Actually, what's the whole update? I think the whole update is called Bridges and Piers. Ports, bridges. Yeah. So it's ports. So yeah. So we'll have more. Eventually. Soon. Maybe. We'll see. But so far, that looks pretty nice. And then we also got the 4-lane road. Turn right. Wide key with 4-lane road. Boom. The wide key. Look at how wide that is. If I say you, the same height is that. Boom. And a similar thing. So it's basically that, but it's 4-lane. We have trees, yep. We have trees. We have grass, yep. We have grass. We have grass. Look at the grass. Look at the grass. And we got Smoky. Apparently this one has streetlights on. I like the streetlights. Makes it safe for the people. Streetlights make it safe for the people. Actually, that was... I get rid of this. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Oop. And I just kind of stick with this. Is this the same for even the bigger ones? I'm just curious now, actually. So I haven't seen that for other pedestrian pathways unless that's a new part of the update. So if I... Oh, wrong thing. If I go up here and I go like this, and I go boom. That looks different. Why does that look different? Let me see. If I come over here, the streetlights are a little different. Cause I don't remember seeing that. Okay, so let's do a quick test. So if I grab pedestrian path here, got nothing. If I grab pedestrian path here, I don't remember this being in the game before. Can I add? I can. I like this. This is a new update. I love this part that I can have. Okay, I don't know why you just did that for, but okay. I love the idea of actually having stoplight for pedestrian. That was something I enjoyed about the last game that I kind of wish this game had, because I don't remember, because I think I tried doing that before and did not like it when I did that. Also, getting me and jumping again. So I do like that. Okay, so back to the actual update. Actually, I do want to see. If I grab something like this, what do these actually look like on the road? Like, I think these Mediterranean. You know, they're decent. You guys have no power. I feel like that on like a nice area, I feel like would look pretty good. Okay, back to the update. So then we also have some new bridges. We have a double train track truss arch bridge. The continuous steel truss arch raised above the deck and vertical cables suspend the central span of the rail bridge. What does that do? Oh, I think it does exactly what it says it does. So I bring you. Ooh. Yo, that looks pretty cool. I like that. I like that quite a bit, actually. And actually, if I grab this, okay, and we say delete, 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 and delete, and I grab the truss track. Instead of replacing, apparently it doesn't like replacing because it's too short. Oh yeah. I think something like that in a city would look fantastic. like right next to the Golden Gate Bridge or something. Fantastic. Like look at the detail of that. That is some nice detail. Okay, so we have that one. And then the next one, this is actually the final part, which I think it was in here. So the 4-lane highway double train track double decker Exodus bridge. The double decker bridge features a highway road transportation deck, and below is a double train track deck. Support cable that runs from short support towers to the bridge. So it's basically a double decker train and highway. 4-lane highway, actually. Do we have another span we can use? I feel like this would be another big one. Yep, I would say a little higher. Decent height on that would be suffice. Oh, wow. Just had a tornado that just decided to rain on my parade. Okay, we're going over here. We're ignoring that tornado. We're going over here to look at our bridge in all its majesty. That is a pretty cool looking bridge. Please observation. Like there's windows here. I think that's windows, right? It is a pretty cool bridge. Kind of wish we could have a wider one. That might come in like the main update, but okay. And down here we have the train track. So the trains go through here. Whoa. Looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. Still ignoring that tornado. And then from the outside, so trains go through there. You know, I think that's another pretty cool idea. This whole update, it's pretty nice. And I think it's free. Remember, right? It's another free update for everyone. So even if you don't have the DLC, you still get all this stuff. Which, for the base game, this base game is getting really nice. Especially like some of the updates and stuff I've been seeing. But yeah, that will do it for the update. I'm excited to see what I can do with this in our city. But I shall see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.